Hello, good afternoon to all. Today I would like to discuss what are static and dynamic web pages. Web pages can be either static or dynamic. Static means it is not unchanged or constant, while dynamic means changing or lively. Static web pages contain the same pre-built content each time the page is loaded. Whenever you display your website, HTML website, it will display same content all the time when you display. Then standard HTML pages are static web pages. It is developed using HTML. Other type of web pages are such as PHP, ASP, JSP are dynamic web pages. How it identified it is static or dynamic? If extension is .html, HTML, that is static web pages. And whenever the page extension is PHP, ASP, JSP, these are the dynamic web pages. The server may display the current time and date on the web page. Dynamic web pages means whenever you display the site, it will automatically update the data, current data. Many dynamic pages use server-side code to access database information, which enables the page's content to be generated from information stored in the database. Some processing is there and it accesses, some of the pages are access data from database and display the website. And websites that generate web pages from database information are called database driven websites. Not all dynamic web pages contain dynamic content. Most have at least some content that is generated on the fly. Web pages are two types, static and dynamic. Static web pages are created using HTML. Extension is .html. Dynamic pages are changing the content on the fly, and extension is .php, .asp, .gsp. How to communicate PHP and HTML? Here browser is there, internet, Apache web server and PHP interpreter. Suppose you have to give the address http laravel.com in browser. Then step 1, after giving this address you press enter. Then step 2, after the user has tapped hit enter, the browser sends the page request over internet to the web server. You know the XAMPP and Apache server, and all the source code is stored into root, that is www. Then the web server gets the request and analyzes the request information. Apache realizes that we didn't specify file, so it looks for a directory index and finds index.php. Here it search for laravel.com. The web server gets the request. Whenever you press enter, it takes the request from browser and send to Apache web server. Then it finds the index.php, that is a default file for any website, index.php. Since Apache knows to send files that end with the .php file extension to the PHP interpreter, then if extension of that file is PHP, then it will send to PHP interpreter. PHP interpreter means it executes line by line. It asks PHP to execute the file. In this step, PHP is executing the code contained in the index.php file from the request. During this step, PHP may interact with databases and the file system or make external API calls amongst other things. Then PHP has finished executing the index.php file. It sends the output back to Apache. Apache receives the output from PHP and sends it back over the internet to a user's web browser. This is called the web response. And the user's web browser receives the response from the server and renders the web page on a computer or device. Here, whenever the information is sent by server to the browser, then it will convert into HTML and it is displayed statically on the web browser. All the processing is done. If the code is suppose PHP and HTML code is there, it will find PHP code there. It executes PHP code by using PHP engine, PHP interpreter. Then it will send data to the web server, and all the static data it will take and gives to the browser. After processing the data, it will display on the browser as in the form of HTML. PHP interacts with the web server in a very real way. The actual request process is very simple, and one of the reasons that PHP is so well suited for web application development. PHP is a server-side scripting and HTML is a client-side scripting. Thank you.